What did the government do to help with during the situation?
I just remember from newspaper accounts in the major cities towards the coastline in Boston, I believe the National Guard was called out. The same impact in the Worcester area, I don't recall them coming into that area or the small towns of the Worcester community.
What was being done to deal with the damage of the blizzard in other areas?
I just remember more of an impact on the coastline. It was devastating. But again, I didn't really live through that part of it. It was more the actual snow accumulation. And oh yeah, we weren't allowed to go on the roads. I remember there was absolutely no travel permitted, and it was more the duration. It was like I think I got home finally on Friday.
What was the extent of the damage done?
Again, it was the coastal communities that had the most. In the Worcester area, it was more snow depths that had to be dealt with.
What happened on the coast?
I believe it was more flooding problems and wind damage.
Okay. What was the overall mood people had about the situation?
I know myself I felt very isolated. I don't think I told you exactly where I was. I was working a job where I had to take care of a lady at night, and each morning a day lady would come and I would go off to class. But the day lady kept calling in saying, I won't be able to make it in today from the Brookfields. So basically from Monday night until Friday morning, I was at Tatnick Arms taking care of a lady with Parkinson's disease and her elderly husband. I just remember feeling isolated. I could watch the newscasts, but they lived in a high-rise apartment, and the only view I really had was out of a sliding glass door from a second floor balcony, so I really didn't get an understanding of just how much snow there was. I think the impact really hit me when I went to unshovel my car. I had a broom in hand, and to my amazement, the only thing I could see was the antenna on my car. The plowing company had come to do out the whole facility, and they said, oh, we were wondering whose car this was. We were about ready to tow it because all the other cars had been moved and they had plowed off the lot, and there's my one car with just an antenna, and at that point I felt pretty hopeless, like how am I going to get my car out? I remember calling home, and my twin sister and her boyfriend at the time and the guy I was dating came out to help me get my car undone. But and I remember feeling isolated. I mean, I just was stuck in that apartment with two elderly people caring for the lady, and each morning hearing from the day lady that she wasn't going to come in one more day.
What did other people say about the storm?
I know from my parents, my dad at the time plowed snow for the state, and it was more of a duration that he was out for so many hours. My mom was at home with my twin sister. Most people didn't have work that week. The guy I was dating at the time worked at the GM plant in Framingham, and they like never had time off, so it was very different for people to be totally out of work for a whole week or out of school for the week. Everything was shut down. So I think that was the biggest impact. I know I saw accounts in the paper of cars, motorists being stranded on major highways, but that wasn't the impact that I had. Mine was more isolation.
Did people try traveling during the storm?
Um, to a small degree, like when my sister came in to help me find my car, they were technically not supposed to be on the road. But I think there was limited travel.
What was the difference of damages done and actions done between cities and small towns?
I think much like today, the small communities do what they have to take care of their people. Very similar to the ice storm. We live in a smaller community, and the town of Lancaster just did what they had to do and figured out the cost later. Bigger communities calling for help, like the cities. I think it's always been that way.
What equipment was used to aid people?
I believe the National Guard came in and were helping to get people, stranded motorists, out of their vehicles, and along the coastline where there was flooding, also the National Guard helped to move those people out. Again, that wasn't something I witnessed, and it was so many years ago that I don't really recall all that.
Describe an average day of living in the blizzard.
Like I said, isolation, watching the newscast. I mean, we didn't have laptops there. I wasn't nearly as connected as you would be now. I was basically with two elderly people. So, yeah.
What were the fears you had?
Fears, when was I going to get home, and when was the day lady finally going to show up? I'm sure at the time I was happy when I got a bigger pay for the week, because usually I got $20 a night for sleeping on a cot and taking care of this elderly woman. But I felt like that was my job and I couldn't leave her. But anxious to get home.
Where did you go to sleep at night?
Like I said, part of that job was sleeping on a cot in the ladies' room. And I did that 4 nights a week. But it was just being stuck in that apartment, and maybe that says volumes for why I've never lived in an apartment. I basically lived in my parents' house, which, you could see what the weather was like. I guess I have a real appreciation for that, not living in an apartment, but being stuck with the elderly was difficult.
How was your family able to feed itself?
I don't believe that was an issue. I know my mom could always cook with something. Coming from a big family, my mom always had stuff on hand. I think her main concern was probably my dad stopping by and giving him more sandwiches to keep him going on the state road department. But at the time, I believe she was at home with my twin sister. But there was always food. I had to cook for the elderly that I was taking care of, and I remember them commenting to one of their family members that I was actually a better cook than the day lady, which was kind of funny because I was only 19. But they were elderly and they didn't eat much. I remember having tea in the evening and some kind of cookies or something, but that wasn't an issue in my situation. I know since then, whenever there's a storm coming, they talk about people buying bread and buying milk and getting the staples, and that even if it was a small snowstorm, people tend to clean up the shelves of the local supermarkets, and I think that was brought on because of this major snowstorm, and people have that sense of urgency now because of what they lived through.
How did you acquire heat during the storm?
Power was not an issue where I was living, and I don't recall it being an issue at my parents' house. Again, I think that they saw more of that along the coastline, but the Worcester area, it wasn't like it wasn't like the ice storm that we had where we lost power. That was a different kind of devastation. Again, it was more the accumulation of snow and the duration of the snow, but I don't recall the power going out, Robbie.
What is the worst story you ever heard about someone in the blizzard?
The worst story. I think it was probably newspaper articles, probably, but I can't remember a specific. Just the devastation along the coastline, like I mentioned, but I'm sure the stranded motorist on 128, that was probably the worst. Trying to get those people, just photographs of just the cars totally abandoned on the highways. So that's probably the worst. I can't imagine being stuck on a highway and trying to stay warm and figure out how you're going to get out. So that's probably the worst story.
How has the blizzard affected your life?
Well, I probably was more cautious after that about making sure I have a shovel to undo my car. I think that was the biggest impact I could think. Food, I wasn't really impacted. Again, I was only 19. If I had a family or, thought along those lines during that blizzard, that might have impacted me. But it was probably more concern about my dad because he did work for the state and had health issues. But that was always a worry with my family, with him. We're probably a little more cautious and probably not so carefree, knowing I could get isolated.
What did you do with the damages done after the storm and all the snow accumulation? What did you do to deal with the damages done after the storm and all of the snow accumulation?
I think it was more everything being shut down. I think things got back to normal the next week as people started, like I went back to school and things got back to normal, but it was just waiting it out more. I don't think that it was just a bunch of snow. You'd go around and it's like you couldn't believe how much snow there was.